EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the first snap, here's Mayfield. That would complete to Skoranek.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the gun, Mayfield.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team, but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield to throw it.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, the Rams at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
After 1, 7-3 the score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Mayfield now from the 50.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Gain of 6. That's on the Rams. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he's got some. Here he goes, right side. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys.
What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield on play action.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Mayfield now.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Fourth down, Mayfield. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Gay's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now third and goal.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Baker Mayfield as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Taken at about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Lawrence will throw.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Now Lawrence. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Now Lawrence.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Dorrance Armstrong.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long for Mayfield.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. The open man is Shark. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing, Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Mayfield with it once more. That one complete to Skoranek. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the 27, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taken from about the 12.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Left side to Lamb.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
144 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 39. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Down to about the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And Gay knocks this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play it right. Hey,
Mayfield looks to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Hey, 133.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th and 1.
Play it right.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Able to connect with Chark.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Hey, 133.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Mayfield.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Baker.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mayfield to throw.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Mayfield.
And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if